That's for sure.
For the IBO Cruiserweight Championship of the World, it is bell time.
Pure anticipation in this arena tonight.
A trans-Tasman tango between Danny Green and Shane Cameron. Green in the black and green. Cameron in the black and white.
Took a right hand straight away.
Danny was hurt. That was a hard shot.
Over the top of that left hand goes Cameron. Nothing in the statistics as far as height and reach is concerned. How much has the weight cut taken out of the Mountain Warrior? How much has the Green Machine got left?
All those questions will be answered very soon, Andy.
That's for sure. That was a good overhand right by Shane Cameron.
Just a clip on the temple.
Yeah.
Already the left hand of Cameron dangerously low.
Yeah. The right hand's what I think he's got to be careful of, Shane, but he's moving his head well at the moment, the opening seconds of round one.
It's Danny Green's best shot, that overhand right.
It is.
And Green nailing from the inside.
Right there. Break, take a step, now go.
If it does get on the inside too often, in particular early, is Danny going to be out-muscled by Cameron here, who bullies the Australian back to the ropes?
Big body shot by Cameron there.
Good left hook, but Danny took it very well.
He did. Oh, big right hand. Big power there from Shane.
Cameron's going for the early bombs, as we discussed earlier, Barry.
Yep.
Let him go. Let him go, Shane. Let him
Green
go,
back against the ropes. Cameron looking to come through.
It's a test of strength at the moment.
It is. War of attrition right from the set.
And being a test of strength, the extra kilograms Shane Cameron has carried into the ring could well be the determining factor in any grapple.
Free hands, free him up.
Exactly right.
Danny Green, an awesome strength, though, for whatever frame and whatever weight he's at.
Incredibly strong man, Danny Green, you know, physically and mentally.
Absolutely. Inside the final minute of round number one. Green tries the double left-right, a combination that has proved so successful in his decorated career. 37 fights, 32 wins, 28 knockouts. Multi-time, multi-division world champion.
Rough stuff in the opening round here.
It's a very even, very competitive round. Cameron's trying to assert his strength, and Green's just having a look as well. But he took another good jab there, Danny Green.
Yeah, no, I think Shane Cameron's edging the round. He landed a good clean right. He landed a couple of good body shots in this corner. What do we got? We're coming up under 20 seconds of round one.
Very even round so far, I feel.
Both guys firing away with the left hand. A little smirk on the face of Green.
Cameron's
sign
jab
of respect.
Cameron's jab is at the moment equal to Danny's, and you know I think they.
Oh, Danny lands a good right hand.
There's the one I think Shane Cameron's over for, the overhand right from Danny Green.
An intriguing opening round with several twists between Shane Cameron and Danny Green in front of a full house here in Melbourne.
Sure. Give me a butt. Nose butt. Nose butt. Keep breathing. Keep breathing. Hey, what you're doing is you're not moving, you're not relaxed, so you're trying to force your punches out, okay? You understand that? Start moving around. Start moving around so he moves as much as he can. When you're away, drop your hands and relax. And when you're in there, hands up, stiff jabs. Boom, stiff.
Shane Cameron. Shane Cameron standing up at the end of round number one. Is it more mental than physical? Is he trying to show Danny Green, I don't need to see?
Maybe. Psychological.
George Foreman was famous for doing that in his day, standing up between rounds.
Round two is on in a battle for a belt that was taken from Antonio Tarver, who tested positive to a banned substance. Ted Kofi's former belt, our co-commentator here at ringside.
Yeah, I've got to figure out a way I can get that belt back around my waist, Andy.
Actually, you're looking in almost good enough shape to make a comeback, Ted, and I have heard a few rumours.
A good combination from Green, and shrugs it off and comes forward with a great left hand. Green now opening up on Shane Cameron. It's getting a little ugly, a little messy.
Oh, and it hits him on the break. It hits him on the break.
That was bad. That was a bad one. That was on
Take yourself at all times.
Yeah, but that was on the break. That was.
Yeah.
Danny's overhand right's dangerous, I'll tell you.
Good left hand from Danny Green again, snapping back the head of Shane Cameron.
They're both trying to assert themselves, but I think Danny Green took the advantage on that exchange.
Yep. Shane stalking. Good jab.
Shane's left eye looks like it's a bit lazy. Did he must have took a good punch or a thumb there or something?
Oh, look, his eyes are bad. He's a bad cutter, and I think... Oh. Yeah, actually, there's a bit of a swelling under the left eye.
There is. Yeah, not too bad, but neither of these two boys club you cleanly. You are going to swell up, cut up, and bruise up.
Very
exactly.
True. If you're going to stay up.
If you stay up.
Yeah, good point.
Two very powerful, very accurate, and timing near perfect fighters.
Danny thought about it that time.
Then smiled, then launched first into the attack. Cameron looks so well balanced.
He does.
Doesn't look gaunt as many of us thought he may, dropping so much weight.
I watched him in the gym. I knew he was close to the weight, and he looked as though he'd done it properly. His hand speed was good. His punch rate was good.
To be fair, I'd like to see what he'd be on the scales right now, because he could be 94 or 95 kilos.
Yeah, I think he'd be probably around about 94.
That was the predictions the camp themselves were making, and it's exactly what the Danny Green camp expected.
Yeah. Well, he's using his weight to push Danny around, and that takes a toll on your arms going through long fights anyway.
Also, though, it takes a toll on, like someone like Danny, if Shane is laying on him.
Yes.
It's a physical fight at the moment. We've got a head.
There's a cut. There's a cut.
A huge cut on the face of Shane Cameron, just above the brow.
And it spurred Danny Green on, I think.
Referee having a good look at this.
Right, now go.
It's not going to upset Shane Cameron, not one bit, but we have blood in round number 2.
I've seen Shane Cameron have horrendous cuts and knock big heavyweights out. So
he got him back with a punch after the...
on the bell.
So, drama already. Danny Green's wife, Nina, watches on. Oh, it's a beauty, too.
Yeah, and not in a good spot, because it, causes bleeding down the middle into the eye.
Headbutt. Thank you. Take a look. Let's keep it in championship style, okay? I know. I won't let him hit on the brake. Don't hit him again. He's hitting on the brake, Ref. He's hitting on the brake.
The ref's calling it.
Headbutt it is. A head clash. Not a headbutt, a head clash, an accidental head clash.
It was accidental.
Is the ruling. Let's take a look at round number 2.
Round 3. Mouthpiece.
An awkward spot where Shane Cameron has been cut. And if the cut gets any more severe, he's going to have blood flow down both sides of the eye. That's something doctors and referees look seriously at.
They do.
It's an old injury of Shane Cameron's. He's been cut there on a lot of occasions.
But it's very significant that the referee mentioned it was a head clash, because that could pay massive dividends if the fight does get stopped due to the cuts.
Green with
a beautiful jab from Danny Green.
He's got a wonderful jab, Green. Always has. Since debuting all those years ago, back on June of 2001.
Danny's actually trying to assert his strength as he tags him with them right hands on the inside, just to assert some position.
Stiff jab from Cameron there. Both boys landing good jabs.
Very true, Barry.
Cameron pushes ahead with a triple left hand, trying to create a little bit of space as the bulls lock.
Just above our commentary position here on the ropes as they fight back to the middle of the ring and looking for position, both of them. Oh, good left hook by Danny out there.
Cameron muscling up, and Green is happy to accommodate. And Danny Green is now putting the pressure on Shane Cameron.
He is. Shane Cameron goading and sticking his tongue out.
Might not want to do that.
In a Maori-style gesture, like, come and fight. Shane's left hand dangerously low.
Shane Cameron doing plenty of talking in the middle stages of round number 3.
I think Danny Green's nose is bleeding a little bit as well.
Cameron is walking into that left hand of Green, that ever so stiff and straight jab of
good body
the Green
shot
Machine.
Danny's bleeding profusely from the nose. Shane's blood's pouring out of between his eyes there. Both boys got claret coming out of them, and there's going to be plenty more yet.
It's not the first time Danny's nose has been bunged up and busted. Probably won't be the last.
Probably not. It won't affect him right here and now.
No, it certainly won't.
Good right hand from Danny Green.
Danny's using that long range, that long left hand to create his space. He has done it so well over 3 different weight divisions. Cameron attacks the body.
Good body shots.
Free up those hands. Free them up. You don't need me.
This is where Shane really should be stronger with his weight, but Danny's pushing him back just as well. Shows good core strength.
Great core strength for Danny Green. Is it also a little bit about conservation maybe for Shane Cameron?
Very true.
Muscle up when I need to, otherwise forget it.
I think Danny dodged a bullet on that one.
Yeah, he did. I think he certainly did. Well,
Rounds gone, ladies and gentlemen. We've got a war in our hands.
Better breather. Keep those hands up, bro. Don't wait for him. Deep breath, deep breath, deep breath. Keep on breathing. How's that cut, Ken? Sweet as, man. Looks just fine. How you feeling, kid? Round 4, come on. How you feeling? Good. Looking good. Henry.
Fight. We've got to go for it. How we doing? Fine.
Good.
Hey, right on.
Let's take a look at some of the action, Teddy, from round 3.
Absolutely massive jabs there coming in from both of these guys. Shane Cameron took a step back and jockeyed him there, gave him the Maori tongue, but Danny didn't back away. Good fight so far. It's turned out to be exactly what we've expected.
This is Boost Mobile, round number 4.
Round number 4 coming your way on Main Event Boxing, and so far it is living up to the hype and then some.
it certainly is. It's anyone's fight at this stage. Danny on the move, side to side, using the ring.
Most experts suggested a knockout. They couldn't predict with any great certainty
who was going to land it, who was going to have the knockout. It's a 50-50 fight for me, always has been.
But I stick with my earlier prediction, Barry, in saying that the longer the fight goes, I think Cameron, the weight coming off Cameron may be a determining factor.
Yeah, no, I think probably the other way. But at this stage, Danny's boxing very well.
He is.
Green backing away here. Nice side-to-side movement. You do not want to stand in front of Shane Cameron. You don't want to let the Mountain Warrior do to you what he did to Monty Barrett in July this year.
Good, lovely left-hand work there from Green. Now you're right, Andy. If Shane Cameron lands a right hand like he hit Monty Barrett with, it's going to be good night nurse.
Cameron now severely marked up underneath that left eye. It really is showing as he tries to double up with the left.
Yeah, Danny's showing good head movement, good body movement. He's obviously been working on that.
Using the ring well.
Very much so.
I got the tip that he was planning for a long fight and was going to box on the outside, which is what he's doing.
Come here. We don't need that in a championship, fellas.
A little bit cheeky there.
Is there also a question mark if Danny Green is vulnerable late? We've seen him in defeats to Antonio Tarver and Christoph Wlodarczyk both later than you would normally expect.
Very true.
That's my argument too. I mean, Shane Cameron, the last thing you lose is your power. And, you know, like as you said, those two fighters stopped Danny Green, especially Wlodarczyk, late in the fight. Danny was well in front.
They were fully fledged cruiserweights guys, both of them, and they didn't have to lose a bunch of weight.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, time will tell.
Look at Green muscle his way on the inside here. Doubling up the left hand, body, then head. And Cameron acknowledges it.
To say Cameron's a natural heavyweight, Green doesn't look much smaller. They look very even in size, don't they?
They do. But, yeah, I really think Shane is a natural cruiserweight, and Danny really's always been like a big light heavy or I mean, I really believe Danny could still make light heavy if he really died, the way he could. the opportunity to win this cruiserweight title again, and the big Trans-Tasman fight, Trans-Tasman battle is just too much of an opportunity.
It's a fight that had to happen. Green and Cameron.
Good right hand from Green.
Look at this with Cameron back against the ropes and the composure in the eyes of the Green machine.
Good run. Ladies and gentlemen, 4 rounds gone.
Another round. Down. Is it another Green round?
Yes, it's another Green round. I've got it 3-1 at this stage.
Yep.
You started to wake up a bit here. You're half asleep around before. Slow down, mate. Listen. I'll be slowing down. That's what we want. You've got to wake up, though. Understand? You've got to get your movement going. Green, come on. Don't force nothing. You look slow when you force it, okay? You've got to slow it up. Water. Take no chances out there. Just box it to the end. Green, keep your movement. Round 4. Listen. 5.
He's aware, isn't he, Danny Green? The referee, Pat Russell, said, come out for round 4, and Green, he said, it's round 5. Yes. This is round 4, and this is what happened, and it was a Danny Green round.
We're taking right back to round number 5.
Our 3 ringside judges are Steve Scott from New Zealand, Glenn Hamada from the United States, and Gary Ingraham from Perth, WA.
Those hands go and punch up.
Look at this for a test of strength. War on the inside. Andy Raymond along with former world champions Barry Michael and Ted Kofi ringside and enjoying every minute of it.
Very much so. It's a great fight. Fighting for the old belt that I used to own, Andy, as you mentioned earlier.
That's good, yeah. And these are 2 worthy challenges.
No elbows.
No elbows. Pretty rough up there, but Danny Green showing his strength here.
Really is. Pushing him around. I think corner.
Referee Pat Russell is letting the boys sort out their issues. You want to carry on and shoulder each other?
Frank, take a step.
I'll let you do it.
Danny's electing to take it back inside every time.
Yep. Nice punching there from Cameron. Not really able to penetrate the defences, however, of Australia's own, who connects with a lovely right hand.
He does.
And he's keeping it very close, Danny Green. I'm surprised with this.
He is. Well, Angelo Harder did mention in the corner that Shane's slowing down, so maybe this is something now for Danny to push him on. Maybe this is one of the tactics.
Danny Green has speculated but not confirmed that this is it, the final fight in a decorated career, a career spanning now 38 fights. You get the feeling Paddy Russell, our referee, is going to be busy for the next 30-odd minutes.
For sure. For sure.
Shane Cameron's got his mouth open a little bit. It's not a good position to be in when you're waiting for a Danny Green left hook.
Especially in round 5. Still early in the fight.
It is early.
Oh, nice
uppercut on the inside.
Danny Green 6-4 in world title fights.
I don't know if it means anything, guys, but the first round, Shane Cameron stood up between rounds and then he sat down. So, yeah, well, that might tell you something.
Yep. Maybe more of a look into his mindset where it currently is.
Absolutely.
Amazing to look at Shane Cameron here, who weighed in 24 hours ago at 88.5 kilos. His career high weight, 107.7 kilos back.
That's incredible.
In 2005.
We caught Danny a good left hook on the inside there and a good uppercut.
Good punches from Shane Cameron close there.
Take a step.
Cameron glares at Green, who launches the attack again. Bullies the New Zealander back towards the ropes.
That's right. Good right hand from Danny Green.
Whoa.
Good round.
Yes, good round from Green. Green dominated on his round.
The right sponsor of boxing here tonight.
Yeah, give me the iron. Deep breath, Shane. Deep. Actually, not too bad. Rest it, man. Deep breath, deep breath. You've got to get him off there, trying to catch him when he comes in, then he stayed close to me.
When we're moving, keep moving. Don't throw no long jab. Nice fucking short 45 fucking jab.
Okay, Barry, let's take a look at some of the highlights from round number 5. And again, Danny Green controlling the action and the tempo.
Surprisingly taking the fight in right up to Shane Cameron, forcing him against the ropes for the majority of the round and doing well at it.
Round 6, many didn't think it would go this far, Andy.
No, you're exactly right. And a good right hand from Danny Green to open up round number 6.
Danny's looking more comfortable now as the fight goes on.
He's looking confident,
isn't he?
sure.
Very much so.
Confident and comfortable.
Exactly right.
Working in close here, right above the commentary position. Cameron looking to get his body shots off. It's a real physical wrestle at the moment. And Danny Green more than holding his own at the moment.
Very physical fight, Barry.
Such an intense guy, Danny Green. Such a focused individual.
You know what? No snap in Shane Cameron's punch at all there. Nothing. He looked almost off balance there. No snap at all.
He needs to get his second win very, very quickly.
You know what, Ted?
Protect yourself at all times.
And the boys are back into it. In the corner, Green knee up to protect himself as Cameron charged.
Whoa. Danny gave us a little wink here. He's very aware of what's going on in there. Good left hook from Danny Green.
And now bullies the Kiwi back towards the ropes.
What a good fight.
It's a great fight. Absolute classic.
It's a draining fight for the two combatants because they haven't stopped punching or wrestling.
Cameron hasn't got the snap though. At this stage, he just can't seem to get that snap in his punches. They're lumbering.
There was a snap there in the left hand of Shane Cameron.
Yeah,
Danny Green moved to the right hand.
Every now and then he does, but the majority of the time, you know, it looks like he's trying to get them off, and they're not. Looks like he's trying to pull the trigger hand in, and they're not firing.
Let him go. Out.
Well, Danny's doing very well to lean on him, actually.
Yes.
It's tiring Shane out quite a bit.
Angelo Hyder barking instructions from the ringside area.
You know who does the pushing very well? That's Andre Ward. He's got great core strength, one of the greatest fighters out there. Pushes cars or something I hear in training.
Yeah, great fighter.
Great, good right hand and a left.
Good right hand. It followed the stiff, straight jab from Green. And again, Cameron walks into a left hand.
Big left hand from Danny Green.
But whilst he's walking into them, they're not rocking them. He's walking through them.
Very true. But I think he's definitely feeling the effects as they lean over the commentary position here. Referee has to earn his money by breaking them up.
30 to go, round 6.
Oh, Shane Cameron was tagged there.
He was looking for the uppercut.
Big uppercut. Ooh. Every now and then he throws a bomb.
Well, it's winding him up. It's not winning him rounds, but that one punch could win the fight.
Yes, exactly.
Even round, very even round this one.
This just continues to build. Building excitement, building intensity, building power. The ultimate test.
Round 7 coming up.
Sucking each other, they're clearly boxing it. Sucking it, dominating.
It's lovely to watch when he's smart,
Boxing beautifully, Danny.
Some of the highlights from the previous round. And this is taking such a toll on these two athletes.
A lot of punches on the inside there. Good jab from Danny Green. Stop the uppercut coming in.
Certainly did.
And we are halfway through. 6 rounds down and 6 rounds remain. And that man, Danny Green, unofficially in control.
A grueling contest.
Definitely in control at this stage, Danny Green. Shane Cameron's going to have to lift it another level if he's going to get back into the fight. Oh, nice right hand over the top.
Beautiful right hand, and they repeated right hands from Danny Green. Cameron blocking the best he can by just negating Green's forward movement.
And I think his tactic is to take deep breaths and take a swing for the fence. He's not boxing consistently through the round, Shane Cameron.
You're right. At this stage, he's not putting punches together.
Let's go. Break.
You know, it's interesting because the mail I got was that Danny was going to fight on the outside, box and move, but he's...
I think the mouthpiece into space.
Did it ever.
Was that the mouth guard of Danny Green that flew 3 rows back?
Shane Cameron's mouth guard, I think.
I thought it was Cameron's as well.
And they're bullying back towards the corner after another torrid exchange.
Maybe it was.
It is Danny Green's mouth guard.
Maybe it was Green's mouth guard, yeah.
Wow. What caused that? I missed that.
This is just brutal. It's brutal. The referee hasn't spotted the missing mouth guard.
He hasn't.
Yeah, no, these days they stop the fight for the mouth guard.
They should as well. These are big shots going on there.
Well, I don't know, in the old days when I was fighting, Ted, we never used to worry about it, mate. It was bad luck.
Good shots from Danny Green there. Oh, they continue to swing.
Beautiful left hook. Cameron's hurt.
Both looking for the knockout punch.
I think Cameron's hurt. He was hurt by a bomb of a left hook.
You over there. Come on.
And they stop it for Danny Green's mouth guard. Maybe the advantage there is to Shane Cameron. Just a slight rest.
He was hit. He's still hurt. He's still hurt.
He was hurt.
Green charges across the ring. Looking for stoppage, number 29.
Danny's looking good. He's going for the kill here on the ropes.
He is. He knows he's got Shane in trouble. Shane was badly hurt with that left hook. That was a crunching left hook. The hardest shot of the fight that's landed for sure.
Yet the knees of Shane Cameron didn't buckle. And if they may have slightly, they didn't bend.
Good combinations. He's looking weak on his feet now,
Yeah,
Cameron.
I think he is too. He's feeling the pace.
All right, let us head out.
Despite recent back-to-back losses to Christoph Larchek and Antonio Tarver, Danny Green looks fabulous tonight.
A little small.
Another round.
He's having fun.
Brought to you by Redneck Nutrition.
Want to be better, though? Deep breath. Give me that. Remember our back foot when we go back, Shane? You've got to fire that too. Yeah. You got to fire, right? Yeah. Then you're in single. Don't get on.
Okay, round 7, Barry. This is what it produced.
That was the mouth cut. A double jab from Cameron.
And the mouthpiece went into orbit.
Didn't it ever?
What a great fight. Danny's making a good account of himself as he pushes him back onto the ropes.
That was the left hook. Cameron was hurt there. Look, his knees buckled. He was hurt.
4 seconds down. As we take it to round number 8, brought to you by
Different looks in the eyes of the two athletes. Danny Green clear, ready, and confident. Oh, Green
right
tagged
hand.
with a right hand. He responds in kind with a nice left.
Bit more snap in Shane Cameron's punches there. He starts this round.
Let's hope it's not the last hooray.
Green walks into a couple of left hands himself. For Shane Cameron, it is almost to the point that he needs a knockout, and we're only in round number 8. Yep. Green is convincing on the scorecards, you would think.
Throw that right hand, Shane. All right, Shane, you're holding. Free him up. Stop.
Well, Danny did well not to rush him after the end of the last round. He just stood there, showed his maturity, and just boxed him. Boxing on the outside here, Danny Green.
Cameron looking to unload here.
Break. No elbows. Break.
Good jab from Cameron.
There was a lovely straight left hand from Shane Cameron.
He's got a good jab when he gets it going. Good right hand.
Lives in Auckland, New Zealand. The pride of a nation. They're all watching tonight. Watching and hoping. Middle minute of round number 8.
Shane Cameron was just looking over to his corner to get some instructions and took a
right hand
just for some credit.
Oh, bomb of a right hand from Cameron there. Grazed the top of Danny's head.
I think Cameron's trying to land his money punch.
Shane Cameron has fought at cruiserweight 3 times. He is 3-0, but only 1 KO.
Dominic Vey in round 12.
That is exactly right. And anyone that doesn't think Shane Cameron can absorb some punishment and then dish it out in the final 6 minutes may want to go back and remember the Dominic Vey fight on the Green Tarver undercard. As ferocious, as brutal as you will ever see. And Shane Cameron had his hand raised in victory on that occasion.
He sure did. And I was actually in his corner for that fight. And he actually broke his right hand in round 3. Look, for our viewers out there, people don't realise Shane Cameron has had 7 operations on his right hand. But I believe it's good for this fight.
Good jab from Danny Green.
That was textbook.
Yeah,
good how to throw a jab.
Stop. Break. Take a step.
Better round for Cameron, though, this round, although...
Oh, another
good one there. Good counter.
And a huge head clash. A better round for Shane Cameron, I do agree, but is it enough for Shane Cameron to steal the round?
Stop! Stop! Hey! I say stop, you stop. Break, now go. Time, no punches.
Good round. Even round.
Danny Green is full of confidence. And he's letting Shane Cameron know.
I don't know. I think maybe Cameron might have shaded that close round. How did you see that one, Ted?
I saw it even. If it was going to go to anyone, it would slightly go to Shane Cameron. Big jab there from Shane Cameron, pushing Danny Green back. Good body shot.
Yep. Good right hand counter from Green.
Danny came back well with the counter punches.
How many more twists and turns do we have?
1 second now. As we take into approach us round number 9.
Round number 9. Coming our way. Hope you're enjoying the action on Main Event Boxing. Danny Green launches himself across the ring, getting into the personal space of Shane Cameron.
Shane moved away, looking for an opening. Now he's stalking.
And eating good jabs on the way in.
Yep. And Danny's jab been the winner of the 2. I mean, Shane's got a very good jab and he's landed some good, solid jabs, but Danny's winning the jabathon.
This time next week, Shane Cameron celebrates 10 years as a professional boxer.
Okay.
What a present this would be. The IBO Championship of the world in the cruiserweight division, 90.71 kilos, 200 pounds or 14 stone 4. Green right top with a right hand. Edging forward, finding the target zone and pushing his play back.
Danny gives a little wink out to the crowd, showing some confidence there. Oh, good right hand.
2-punch combination from Danny Green. Started with the straight left and followed him with a bomb of a right.
Getting rough in there.
It's getting very rough in there.
Shane Cameron has to be rough. He has got no alternative at this point in time. And Green accommodates and says, if you want to fight, I'll fight.
Let him go right there. Let him go. All right, stop.
The crowd responding with massive roars to the big fight in the ring.
Crowd loving it, absolutely loving it. Danny Green fighting a very good cagey fight. Good jab from Cameron there.
Lost his mouthpiece again.
Going over there.
Mouth guard out of Danny Green. Shane Cameron, he was ready to keep going and willing.
Put it in. Put it in. Put it in. Time in.
Time in with just under a minute on the clock. And again, the little break, probably more advantageous to Shane Cameron. A little extra breath.
Cameron can't seem to get his punches off like we've seen him in the past, you know, against bigger opponents. He just doesn't seem to have the reserve in the tank.
I think a lot of the rap to Danny Green and how he's approached this fight and how he's executed the game plan.
Very true.
His game plan has been brilliant. I mean, at some of the stages he's boxing, other times he's pressuring. You know, he's fighting a very, very cagey fight.
Very, very true. They're jockeying for position in the middle of the ring, in the corners of the ring, on the ropes. It's a tough fight all the way through.
Danny Green, is this the final fight in a decorated career?
Danny's looking for that double jab and a right hand to close the show.
And they clash at the end of the round, brutally.
Wow.
9 rounds gone.
I never thought we'd get this far. One way or another.
One way or another, we were thinking
Look at that
it might
cut.
be early.
That's a massive cut between Shane Cameron's eyes now.
Come on, now listen to me. This is all we're going to do simply. You're going to move the ankles, you're going to fake and jab, not hard.
Okay, round number 9. Danny Green, front foot fighting.
Beautiful jab from Cameron there.
He really is belying the 39 years on his birth certificate.
Absolutely right, Andy.
As we take you to Macanani Forge round number 10.
Round number 10 for the vacant IBO Cruiserweight Championship of the World. Danny Green in control, looking for world title number 4.
Took a right hand there and returned it.
He did. He returned it beautifully. Countered it really well.
That was cheeky.
Yeah, that was cheeky. The crowd loved it. Shane Cameron didn't appreciate.
It's rough in there.
Extremely. There's no love lost in this fight.
There's certainly not. Heads clashing close. Cameron throws a big overhand right and goes over the top. Danny's got him against the ropes, and he's loving this. He's doing a good job of out-muscling Shane Cameron.
He's dead right. He's loving that position of pushing him back on the ropes throughout this fight. I don't think Shane expected that, actually.
No, I think I'm dead. I think you're dead right.
Trying to go to the body there. The Mountain Warrior. What has he got left? He's got just under 8 minutes to produce that one big bomb we know he's capable of. But is he capable of that tonight? Against a fresh, fit, and very impressive Danny Green.
Cameron's bleeding from the nose now as well. The snap's just not there in his punches. Danny Green boxing a brilliant fight here. Tape's coming loose on Shane Cameron's left
on
glove.
the left glove, exactly right.
Both guys walked into the other's left hand.
There's another break. Referee let it go that time on the tape.
Yep. Final minute of round number 10. A desperate Shane Cameron standing in front of you is not ideal, because Cameron's going to know
He's way behind.
He's way behind, and his only chance of victory and travelling back across the Tasman to Auckland with the 16 pounds of gold is a big knockout. Big Green, though. Green going for the knockout late in the 10th.
I think Shane's just not looking good at this stage. Danny's landing some big bombs.
Every little move you see in there, guys, trying to take position. Danny needs to get off the ropes and not put his back on the ropes and wait for that Shane Cameron shot. We don't want it to come.
Green was staggered there by a left hook.
Yeah, and then came straight back.
And, yeah, showed amazing resilience.
Cameron looking to land. Is he going to land? Body shot.
Grueling fight inside.
Stop punching, don't punch. Take a step back, listen for that bell.
End of round 10, 2 to
10
go.
rounds gone, just 6 minutes of boxing left.
Back to the corners we go. How tough is this on Main Event Boxing?
Short Nothing changes, mate. Nothing changes. Just breathe. Listen, don't do anything stupid. Listen to Edge. Breathe. Just breathe. That's all you worry about, please. Breathe. Listen to Edge.
I see him sorry,
Hey?
I see him.
How we doing? Round 11.
Throw combinations.
This is finally round number 11.
Shane Cameron taping up the gloves as Danny Green takes a few deep final breaths before launching himself back into action.
The championship rounds, Greeny looks the fresher.
Two different worlds in them corners.
Yeah. Shane Cameron coming out fast. He knows he's got to win by knockout. He's a mile behind on points on our unofficial scorecard, but definitely is.
And he got wobbled there. Shane Cameron has been rocked, and the green machine is looking to finish it. What a war. This is a war in Melbourne.
The crowd are going wild.
He's gone, Shane Cameron.
No more wrestling.
And our referee makes it simple. He says no more wrestling. Danny Green wasn't listening. Shane Cameron wasn't listening. They're ready to fight with 5 minutes on the clock.
There's no snapping Cameron's punches at all. Dude, Greeny's going to finish him, I think.
If he lands a couple of them good shots again, it's good night.
He'll land them.
It was almost as though Danny Green was holding Shane Cameron up during that last exchange.
Yeah. I think he almost was to a degree.
The penultimate round.
It's amazing how the tides have turned. Danny just looks so much stronger now.
Yeah, incredible, really. He's really in trouble.
He certainly is, while the green corner has flashbacks back to Christoph Levarchek in 2011. But tonight is a very different night.
It is. Danny was winning that fight, but he wasn't this dominant. He's had Shane Cameron. He never hurt Levarchek. Levarchek was always waiting to land the bomb, whereas Cameron's in a lot of trouble. He'll be lucky to see the fight out, I reckon. 1 minute to go, round 11.
These are great tactics from Danny and his team to just lay on Cameron and tiring him out.
Undoubtedly.
It's really worked.
Nice from Danny Green. He's just saying inside that distance, either a little inside or a little outside, not allowing Cameron to find that optimum range.
Very interesting point. That optimum range can be the killer. The Monty Barrett range.
Fighting a great tactical fight.
Danny says sorry. Shane wants none of it. He wants to continue fighting. Back on the inside, repeated uppercuts. They're glanced away, deflected by the gloves of Danny Green, who responds with some inside shots of his own.
Great work on the inside.
Almost 33 minutes in the books already between Danny Green and Shane Cameron for the vacant IBO Cruiserweight Championship of the world.
Danny Green fighting one of the smartest fights of his career.
Is that a head clash there?
Is that a head clash or a short Cameron shot?
Shane Cameron just about out in his feet.
Back to the corners we go.
Yes, I'm short right hand. You've got to fire, Shane. Right, the thing is, the right hand is down on your feet again. Leave him upstairs. Okay? And you've got to fire those short. All right, touch him up. How many times? How many times he goes?
He went here before you threw it down. Breathe. Just breathe more. So we'll bring it down. Bring it down. Hey, he went. He was gone.
The highlights from round 11. Cameron rocked early. Green's so powerful and so aggressive.
He was doing a complete dance there, Andy.
He was nearly gone here. And if he gets caught in the last round, he'll go.
Whoever thought we'd see the last round?
Yeah, here we go, the 12th and final round. The IBO Cruiserweight Championship of the world is 3 minutes from either being awarded to Danny Green or to Shane Cameron, who is behind on the judges' scorecards unofficially, and we believe needs a knockout to win tonight.
Definitely needs a knockout. No doubt about it. You know, look, if a knockout's going to come, it's more likely to come from Danny Green.
Good right hand left hook from Danny Green.
Shane Cameron hasn't got a lot left in the tank here.
At this point in time, if there was going to be a knockout, Danny Green would certainly be the favourite to achieve that. And the clock working in favour of our very own Green Machine.
Fighting a very, very intelligent fight indeed.
Yeah, very intelligent. Using the distance perfectly, as Andy mentioned earlier.
Game plan A+, execution A+ for Danny Green tonight.
Hopefully result A+.
Inside the final 2 now.
Hands go, Shane, let him go. All right, stop right there, stop, don't punch. Take a step, now go.
Both boys are going to be busted up tomorrow morning. They'll have headaches that will last a month. For one, it'll be worth it. For one, it'll be a night of regrets.
I think if you write this script, for this fight, it'll be the same every single night.
Danny Green launches himself for the Mountain Warrior. Throws in a short right hand. And again, the head gets rocked back of the Mountain Warrior.
1 minute 10 remaining, the 12th and final round.
Danny Green working fantastically on the inside, and Shane Cameron's just managed to turn him there.
Again, almost back to a collar and elbow hookup.
Minute to go for Danny Green to win his 4th world title, and he knows it.
And he's on the back foot here. Doesn't want any part of that right hand of Shane Cameron. But the fighter, the legitimate fighter and heart in Danny Green isn't going to allow him to dance away.
Absolutely not.
Pulling the Kiwi into the corner. The countdown has begun. 30 seconds now.
30 seconds. Good right hand from Danny Green.
World Championship.
Cameron's in trouble.
Cameron being assisted down the ropes. And the smile on the face of Danny Green appears.
He's happy with himself.
It is a career that began on June 29, 2001 in Bankstown, New South Wales. And tonight, maybe, for the final time, Danny Green has his hand raised in victory. This is world title number 4.
Wow. Who would have ever thought this would have gone the distance?
No. Well, I wouldn't have put my money on it.
Not in a million years.
And it was brutal. Danny Green already being lifted by his brother Brendan, who has been by his side the whole journey.
Archie, that's for you, Chloe and Archie. I love you.
Celebrations in one corner, disappointments and emotion in the other. Shane Cameron, a beaten man. He's soaking it up, isn't he, the Green Machine? Perhaps, as we've said a few times, for the final time. Thanking the crowd as Danny Green. And a little shoulder charge there for Shane Cameron on the way through.
I reckon he announces his retirement. That's my tip. What do you reckon?
Everything points towards that. Everything points towards this being the last hurrah for Danny Green.
side, boys. One more side. It's the most important part.
And still, he soaks it up. Shane Cameron with trainer and partner, nutritionist in there. Not a prouder woman in Australia, having seen her boy do his thing to the very best of his ability, showing the big ones tonight. New Zealand, you should be awfully proud of what this great man has done tonight.
For sure. He's got a warrior's heart, Shane.
And he'll be back.
Good shots there on the inside all the way to the end.
Ladies and gentlemen, firstly, our referee will bring our two fighters to center ring.
Cards are in.
We have gone to the judges' scorecard. And that card reads, Gary Ingraham has scored the bout.
Has it got to be center ring?
Shane Cameron getting tidied up.
The judges' scorecard reads, Gary Ingraham scores about 119 to 109. Glenn Hamada sees it 116, 112. Judge Steve Scott scores about 116, 113, a unanimous decision, and new IBO Cruiserweight Champion.